So Garrett, can you tell us what's happening now?
Well, yeah, this guy's got a brake line. We're gonna go ahead and change it.
Was this your problem?
That was my problem. We ain't got no gas in it.
Hello, and welcome back to Follow. At the end of our last video, we had just lost our brakes while navigating the Steelbender Trail in Moab, Utah. I will leave a link to that video in the description below. As stated in that video, I did not have a spare brake line or extra fluid. So, how were we going to continue safely? Well, I took a pair of vice grips out of my tool bag and pinched off the stock rubber brake line right above the rupture. This would allow the brakes to function normally, minus any contribution from the passenger front brake assembly. I had John watch to make sure my quick trail fix was going to prove functional.
Looks good. You're not drifting. Yeah. Okay, your front's more important. You know, it's better to have the rear brakes out. Yeah. Like my plow truck has no rear brakes.
Oh, really?
I just aim for the snowbank.
Wayne says there's a bypass around this.
Got the wherewithal to grab the emergency brake. Yeah. Park brake, transmission, it's not done. That's your last skid there. It's up to you, man. Maybe just, I've got that kinetic rope. Maybe just stand right where he is and kind of watch. What's happening? Yeah. On this side, watching. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Need to guide you on this?
Even with only 3 wheel ends functioning, it appeared we had sufficient braking.
About to drop.
Let's hope our luck continues as we have some extreme descents ahead of us.
So there's a cut in the brake line,
Mm-hmm.
and you
Pinched it above it.
And so what does that mean?
It means the brakes are going to function normally, except that one's
Front
not
brake,
braking.
'cause it's not getting
Right.
But the other 3 both brakes.
Yeah.
At this point, we have arrived at the obstacle in which this trail receives its rating. Most run the trail north to south as we are today. In this direction, you only have to figure out a way to slide down off the obstacle and not climb up it. Technically, there are two obstacles here, based on how you choose to go up or down. One is simply known as the wall, which is a steep sandstone ledge approximately 6 foot high. The other is right next to the wall and is known as the Dragon's Tail. Both are intimidating, but the Dragon's Tail allows you to make your descent a little at a time and not abruptly like the wall. Lane had the honor of going first.
That's the hitch.
Take this rock. I bring the rear up over it. Stay hard like that so the rear comes up over it.
With Lane down safely, it was now my turn. Our plan was to have John hook up his winch line to the back of my rig for safety, in case my temporary trail fix ultimately failed. As we began to get into position for my descent, word came down from the top there might be another solution.
I'd like to get back up here where it's flat.
So Garrett,
Back up, please.
can you tell us what's happening now?
Well, yeah, this guy's got a brake line. We're going to go ahead and change it.
By sheer luck, another group, who also happens to have a YouTube channel, had just completed coming up the obstacle. Replicon Off-Road is out of Grand Junction, Colorado, and offered me a set of aftermarket brake lines they had, as well as brake fluid. This is a perfect example of how the off-road community always helps each other in times of need. They would not even accept payment for the parts, asking only that we get off the trail safely and subscribe to their channel. We did subscribe, and I will leave a link to their channel in the description below.
I really need to move this anti-lock brake thing to the other side.
Yeah, it's kind of.
But to do that, I'd have to take the shock off. I need to take this one.
Was this your problem?
That was my problem. We ain't got no gas in it.
With the new brake line installed and the brakes bled, it was finally time to make my way down the Dragon's Tail. Although the brakes should be functioning normally now, I did not want my initial test drive to be down this obstacle. A failure in the brake system now would be catastrophic. We went ahead and secured the Jeep back to John's winch line as initially planned. I would ease down as John slowly let out the winch.
gonna drop.
Okay, to go down this next one?
Yeah, it's a big drop.
Yeah, you feel like you got brakes? Yeah. Okay.
At last, we made it down safely. What a relief. Now to help John down.
You're going to want to drive out here, but I'm not going to cut you until about here. Here now. Stay that way. So you're starting to drop. Okay, again, good. Straighten out a little bit. Just as you come. Like that, perfect. This way, twist a little bit. There you go. You're down. Okay, your back's coming down. There you go. That's perfect. This way just a little bit. There you go. There you go.
You didn't hurt the rock, don't worry.
Don't worry about those bolt heads. We'll put them back later. Hey, you're going to come across right here. On the rocks? Yeah. Okay. Listen for the bumper. It's coming. You slid down that way. Yeah. There's hard knee. Right there. Now you're going to have to drive out this way. And now hard towards me. Just bring the rear end. It'll come. You still got room?
You got, yep.
Okay. There you go. Perfect.
With everyone down safely and our brakes functioning normally, we could get back to enjoying our day. It's the middle of April 2023, and the bright, sunshiny day, little to no wind, has produced perfect temperatures. The last named obstacle on the trail is the Witch's Steps. This is a steep uphill climb with various sandstone ledges along the way. There is a bypass around to the right, but we all felt like we were up to the challenge. After completing the last difficult obstacle of the trail, we were all very happy to have not bent any steel during our journey. Neutral? The town of Moab is roughly 4,000 feet above sea level. This trail ultimately takes you to an elevation of about 6,000 feet, which provides magnificent 360-degree panoramic views from various sections along the trail. From this point on, it's mainly downhill as you make your descent towards Mill Creek. As we crossed this upper section of Mill Creek, it marked the end of the Steelbender Trail and our journey for the day. The road out from here is a well-maintained gravel road and dumps you out onto Highway 191 about 10 miles south of downtown Moab. Although we had brake issues, we still felt extremely blessed to have spent such a beautiful day taking in all of God's wonderful creations with such great friends. We stretched our legs one last time before the drive back into town for dinner, taking pictures and viewing some of the artwork of the ancient inhabitants of this area. We hope you have enjoyed this video. As always, please like, share, subscribe, and comment, as it will help us continue to share our adventures. Thanks for watching.